I've come on because I'm wanting to tell you about a little bit of a career directional change I've been making. So some of you may have noticed that I've moving a little bit more from my direct finance broker speak to money management and just changing my language a little bit. And what that's all about is because I've now become a certified spending planner. And it all came about because as a finance broker, so if you know, I do mortgages and personal loans and car loans, and I can organise funds for people for that, for first home buyers and refinances or upgrades, downgrades, anything. But what was occurring is that I have a very heart-centered space that I work in, and a lot of people came to me when they were having trouble with debt. So they did have credit card debt or personal loans, car loans as well. And everything was just getting too big, too much, too stressful. They were never getting on top of things. So they'd come to me to refinance the mortgage and to get some money out because they had equity in their home to pay out that debt so that they could sort of reset and sort of start again. And it was great. And it did help a lot of people. But some people, I found that they would come back in a couple of years' time and say, we've got trouble again, or so-and-so lost their job through the last couple of years, or somebody was sick and car got written off, and we just relied back on the credit card. From this, so when I do a refinance to a mortgage and consolidating debt, I always set people up with a plan of this 20 grand, say, is on the mortgage that shouldn't really be there. Okay, we're trying to pay that debt down. We don't want to have it there forever. So let's work out how much you can pay extra towards the mortgage so that that debt is not there in 5 years' time or 7 years' time. And it depends on what funds they've got available. So I'd normally work it with 3, 5 or 7 years. I'd sort of give them that sort of timeline, which is a standard personal loan. But instead of paying 20% on their credit cards, it was at the time 3 and 4% on their interest rates on their mortgage. So they've got a buffer. They've now got some spare cash, be able to pay it off. But life happens. And what I found was that while I dealt with the money and the logical figures of it all, I really didn't look at the psychological. And I didn't look at why people were getting into that problem. And I didn't also look at, I didn't know at that time about money stories and where it all comes from. So I've done a lot of learning. Found out about money stories, why people do what they do, why one person might be a spender and one might be a saver, and how to work with them and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, so I have now become a certified spending planner, which is an amazing program that allows you to see 10 years into the future. But we all know that life changes, and so I gauge it around, if you're saving for a house, then we can point out exactly when you can afford that new house. If you're saving to upgrade, we can do that. That's future stuff. But your basic everyday bills and just getting by and saving some and everything else is a 6 to 10 month, 12 month type timeline. So I work with that, but I know exactly how much money you need in the bank today to pay your bills in 6 months' time. And that's what we look at, because, your plan will change from year to year. Kids will grow up and move out of the house. Your bills change, believe me. You might have kids So, we've been planning for you to have kids and when you can leave work and all that processes that goes in with that. So we can do all of that within the spending plan. It's absolutely amazing. So that's what I've been up to. So the spending plan that I'm doing is a money management program. Okay. It's not a budget. Budget's a very restrictive sort of word. People hear the word budget and say, you're not going to let me spend any money. No. In a spending plan, we have an allocation for you to spend because nobody is going to survive with absolutely no freedom and spending available to you. So that's what I've been up to. I just wanted to introduce it. I'm just getting there and putting myself out there saying, I am now open for business as a spending planner, which is very exciting. I'm really, really pleased that it's here. I had my own money story to go through while I was looking for this, and it's just been a lifesaver. So I will be popping a freebie, little downloadable for you in the comments below. So click on the link, fill in your details so I can send it to you, and let's get started on a life without debt and financial freedom, because I can't wait to help people remove the stress and anxiety that not knowing how you're going to pay the next month's bills come from. I've been there, and it's not an easy trek to get out of, and we do need to look at more than just the figures on the page. We do need to look at why, and we need to look at your values. I've really discovered that what's your purpose? Why is it you're doing what you're doing? That's another video, I think. All right, have a great day wherever you are in the world right now. So I look forward to hearing from you and telling me, if you get a chance, let me know, what have you done to save some money, get out of debt? Do you need a hand? Reach out. Would love you to reach out. We'll work together for a life without debt and financial freedom. Have a good one. Blessings to all.